While millions of American families gathered around their Christmas trees in 2025, exchanging gifts and sharing laughter, a sense of warmth and togetherness filled homes across the nation. The holiday spirit was alive, with twinkling lights, festive music, and the aroma of holiday meals drifting through neighborhoods. But while most people enjoyed the comfort of their homes, a dedicated group of ICE agents and law enforcement officers were preparing for a very different kind of Christmas morning. Instead of unwrapping presents, they were suiting up before sunrise, ready to serve and protect. These agents were tasked with a critical mission, one that required courage, discipline, and sacrifice. Their goal was to locate and apprehend some of the most dangerous individuals living illegally in our country, people whose criminal records included violent offenses and serious threats to public safety. This operation wasn't about targeting ordinary immigrants or families seeking a better life. Instead, it was a focused effort to remove convicted criminals, those found guilty of murder, drug trafficking, and violent assault, from our communities. The aim was clear: to ensure that families everywhere could celebrate the holidays without fear. Crime doesn't take a holiday, and neither does the unwavering commitment of these officers to public safety. While the world slowed down for Christmas, their vigilance only intensified, patrolling neighborhoods and responding to threats that could disrupt the peace. The list of those arrested during this operation was sobering. It included individuals with long histories of violence, those who had repeatedly endangered innocent lives, and others who had evaded justice for years. Each arrest represented a step towards safer streets and more secure communities. None of this happened by chance. Every move was the result of weeks of careful planning, intelligence gathering, and coordination between agencies. Officers worked late into the night, analyzing data, mapping out strategies, and preparing for every possible scenario to ensure the safety of both the public and their own teams. As children tore open wrapping paper and families made memories, these agents gave the nation a different kind of gift, one that can't be wrapped or placed under a tree: the gift of safety, security, and peace of mind. Their actions on this holiday reaffirmed the government's most fundamental responsibility: to protect its citizens, no matter the day or season. By working through Christmas, these officers demonstrated a profound sense of duty and service to the nation. The Christmas crackdown served as a powerful reminder of the ongoing challenges at our borders and within our communities. It highlighted the renewed commitment to public safety, showing that even during the most cherished times, the mission to keep America safe never stops. The men and women of ICE who worked through Christmas represent the best of American law enforcement. They sacrificed time with their families to fulfill their duty, driven by a deep sense of responsibility. Working in the dark and cold, they pursued dangerous fugitives, never hesitating despite the risks. Their commitment reminds us that our safety is secured by the vigilance and sacrifice of a dedicated few. ICE agents are not just enforcing immigration laws, they're fighting transnational crime, human trafficking, and drug smuggling. By removing convicted criminals, they make our communities safer for everyone. Their work is crucial to national security, deserving our gratitude and support. The Christmas operation highlighted their skill, professionalism, and the difficult, often thankless job they perform. DHS leaders made the importance of this Christmas operation clear. Tricia McLaughlin, DHS Assistant Secretary, stated that while most Americans were with family, ICE agents were out arresting gang members, murderers, and drug traffickers. Her message: ICE delivered the greatest gift, removing criminals and protecting families. For communities victimized by these criminals, their removal is a true gift of peace and security. This operation reflects a shift in policy, putting law-abiding citizens first. DHS's clear, strong stance empowers agents and builds public support for tough enforcement. The message: public safety is the priority, and removing convicted criminals is non-negotiable. The Christmas operation was a sweeping effort to bring justice to those who had long evaded it. Those arrested during this coordinated crackdown were not petty offenders, but convicted criminals with violent and dangerous histories. Their crimes had left deep scars on families and communities, and their presence was a constant threat to public safety. In Pennsylvania, federal agents apprehended Samuel Juarez Cruz, a man convicted of homicide. His arrest marked the end of a long search and brought relief to those who feared his return to the streets. Meanwhile, in Florida, authorities captured Miguel Gonzalez Toledo, who had been convicted of both homicide and drug trafficking. His criminal activities had fueled violence and addiction in his community. In Texas, law enforcement officers took Juan Zarzosa Garza into custody. He was convicted of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a crime that left his victims with lasting trauma and fear. This operation was not limited to one region, it spanned the entire nation, targeting threats from Mexico, Cuba, Somalia, El Salvador, and other countries. Agents worked tirelessly across state lines, tracking down fugitives and dismantling criminal networks. In Los Angeles, the notorious MS-13 gang member Lionel Arevalo Rubio, convicted of robbery, was finally arrested. His gang ties had made him a particularly dangerous figure in the city's ongoing battle against organized crime. Each arrest was more than just a statistic, it represented the removal of a real and present danger from our neighborhoods. For many families, it meant a sense of safety returning to their daily lives. And for victims, it was a step toward long overdue justice. These individuals are not just names on a list, they are real criminals who inflicted real harm, leaving behind stories of loss, pain, and fear. Their actions had ripple effects that touched countless lives. The Christmas crackdown brought a sense of closure and renewed hope to the communities they once terrorized. Residents could finally begin to heal, knowing that justice had been served and that their streets were safer. This operation was a decisive step in holding dangerous individuals accountable under our laws, reaffirming our commitment to justice and the safety of every American community. The severity of crimes committed by those arrested cannot be overstated. These were not petty offenders but violent predators, murderers, gang members, and drug traffickers. Each day they remained at large was a risk to American lives. ICE agents stood up for victims, preventing future harm. The operation also targeted drug traffickers, illegal firearm possessors, and human smugglers, disrupting criminal networks. Arresting a convicted smuggler like Jose Arena Ojeda in Texas struck at the heart of the border crisis. Each arrest was a strategic move to dismantle threats at every level. The Christmas crackdown was about more than enforcement. It was about protecting our communities from real danger. Removing convicted criminals has an immediate, positive impact on neighborhood safety. When a murderer or gang member is taken off the streets, families and businesses can breathe easier. For victims' families, these arrests bring justice and closure, validating their pain and preventing further harm. The operation sent a clear deterrent message. The U.S. is not a sanctuary for those who break our laws. Strong enforcement discourages further crime and rebuilds community trust. By systematically removing threats, ICE helps restore peace and cohesion. When people feel safe, communities thrive. The Christmas crackdown laid the foundation for a safer, more prosperous future, one neighborhood at a time. The Christmas crackdown operated under the new Laken-Riley Act, a law empowering ICE to detain and deport illegal immigrants convicted of crimes like burglary and theft. Named after a young woman tragically killed by an illegal immigrant, the act closed loopholes that once allowed dangerous individuals to remain free. Since its passage, over 17,500 illegal immigrants have been arrested under its provisions. The law provides clarity. If you commit a qualifying crime, you face detention and removal. The Christmas operation showcased this law in action, prioritizing public safety. The Laken-Riley Act is both a shield for communities and a tribute to a life lost to a broken system. It ensures law enforcement has the tools needed to protect Americans. The Christmas ICE operation is part of a broader, multi-layered strategy to restore integrity and accountability to our nation's immigration system. This initiative is not just a one-time event, but a signal of a new era in enforcement, where the rules are clear and the consequences are real. Since President Trump's return to office, there's been a decisive and unmistakable shift in policy. Open borders are out, and the rule of law is firmly back in. The administration has made it clear that the days of a lax enforcement are over, and that every agency involved is expected to uphold the law with renewed vigor. Over 2.5 million illegal immigrants have departed since the start of his second term, thanks to streamlined enforcement, improved coordination between agencies, and a commitment to swift action. These numbers represent families, individuals, and cases that have been processed more efficiently than ever before, reflecting a system that is finally working as intended. This is the largest scale action in U.S. history, re-establishing that being here is a privilege, not a right. The message is resonating across the country as communities see a renewed sense of order and security. The government is making it clear that citizenship and residency come with responsibilities, and that the law applies to everyone equally. The Christmas crackdown, targeting convicted criminals and repeat offenders, exemplifies this focused approach. By prioritizing those who pose the greatest threat to public safety, law enforcement is sending a strong signal that criminal activity will not be tolerated regardless of immigration status. The message is clear: if you enter illegally or commit a crime, you will be removed. There are no exceptions, and the process is now more transparent and efficient than ever before. This new era of enforcement is about upholding the law and ensuring that justice is served. This is about national survival and the government's fundamental duty to protect its people. American families deserve to feel safe in their neighborhoods, and these actions are designed to restore that sense of security and trust in the system. ICE and DHS are leading a historic course correction to secure our borders and keep America safe. Their efforts mark a turning point in immigration enforcement, setting a new standard for what it means to protect the nation's sovereignty and uphold the rule of law. The ultimate goal of the Christmas mission was clear: protect American families. As DHS's Tricia McLaughlin said, "The greatest gift is removing criminals and safeguarding our neighborhoods. Each removal is a victory for public safety, lifting a burden from communities." The agents who sacrificed their holiday are true heroes, standing guard for the innocent. We must continue to support law enforcement and resist policies that put citizens at risk. The Lock-and-Riley Act and renewed enforcement are steps in the right direction, but the work continues. The Christmas crackdown was a promise kept, a message that our laws matter and our sovereignty stands. For Americans, it was the greatest gift, a safer nation for generations to come.